Do you ever feel like on paper your life is fine, you're doing everything that people expected of you, you're following the right path, you're going to uni and then you're getting your job, and you're eventually going to get your first house and have a wife and kids and live happily ever after? But then why does it feel like something is always missing? Why do I feel like I'm not getting everything I possibly could be out of life, and instead I'm just taking the safer options at times? In life, as we get older, we come across many A or B decision trees. And me being someone who was raised in an immigrant household with parents who didn't come from much, I was always raised to take the safer option and to work hard, keep your head down, stay on the path, and if you grind for 20 years, you'll make it. And credit to my dad, that's exactly what he did. And he grinded his ass off, he worked hard, he sacrificed for his family, and I'm so grateful that he did all those things, because he's given me an opportunity to live in a first world country. All these crazy opportunities I have because of him, about education and what jobs I can get, where I live, how privileged my life is and how comfortable I am. So I have to be grateful. But he really stuck on that path. And for our parents, maybe that worked. Their generation, they worked hard in a corporate job, they got their promotions, they got their salary raises, and they were able to afford a house and raise a family. But I fear that our generation won't quite be the same. And taking the safe option and living that 6 out of 10 life may not get you to where you want to be and get you to all your goals you want to achieve. And I'm maybe a bit of a pessimist, but I feel that to be true. Especially with how quickly AI and automation and technology are taking over, who knows what kind of jobs we're even going to be working in 10 years. And that really brings me to my experiences of working a placement job this year and how eye-opening it's really been. And I have a normal corporate 9-to-5 job in the finance industry. I do finance-related work. The pay is good, the hours are fine, everything on paper looks good. I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, and I will hopefully get a return offer or take my experience and go to a different job and continue down the corporate path, which is fine. I'm not against corporate jobs, and who knows, I probably will still work in one myself, and I'm not exactly opposed to it. But something always feels like a bit off. Like living in a very comfortable and 6 out of 10 life isn't the most fulfilling, for me at least. It's the fact that it feels like nothing's wrong. It feels like I shouldn't be complaining. So many people right now can't even get a job, and here I am complaining about having a very good, nice, stable job. And then I go back to university, graduate, probably get another good, stable job. Nothing wrong with it, but for some reason it just doesn't make me feel the most fulfilled day to day. And it can get very boring and very empty very quickly. And that's the trap, because a 6 out of 10 life is just comfortable enough to the point where you don't actually question it, and you just go about your life like it's normal and everything's fine. But you're slowly being sapped away, which is why I would argue that a 2 out of 10 life, and I'm using numbers here very vaguely, it's just to put some kind of frame to it, but a 2 out of 10 life could actually be better, because when you're rock bottom, when you're completely unemployed and fat and lazy and you have nothing going for you, I feel like you have way more of a drive to push yourself out of that situation and to better your life. It's always when people are on a low that they decide to go back to the gym. Your girlfriend just broke up with you, then you're going to decide to go to a gym. But if you're in that normal, healthy kind of relationship that gets a bit dull, you forget those things, you get complacent and you don't have to work as hard. But when you're at rock bottom, that's where people grind and people want to pull themselves out of it. And that is some kind of trap. I think the corporate life is that. It keeps you just happy enough with just enough paid leave, just enough of a bonus, just enough perks to keep you sedated and keep you happy. But maybe I'm a doomer, maybe I'm a pessimist, but the way I see the world moving and how the economy is moving, I truly believe it's going to be so hard to achieve your lifetime goals of owning a property, raising a family just off a corporate income. Pardon me. And I can relate this to myself. I have been throughout the video, but when I was younger, I was always seen as a kid with high potential. And I feel like in secondary, whether that be through my own faults and laziness and complacency, or just growing up and falling for those common tripwires and hurdles, I didn't maybe push myself to the levels that I could have and didn't get all the results that I could have. I take accountability for it. I'm someone who truly believes that you are where you are because you deserve to be. I know it's a harsh way of looking at life, but it's just the one that gives me the most agency and allows me to feel like I have control, which is important to me, because if I have control, then I can implement change. And at the end of the day, that's how you better yourself. You need to take ownership, take control. And that's what I'm trying to do every day, to get myself out of being comfortable and push myself. And I would rather aim for a 9 out of 10 life and fail than succeed at living a 5 out of 10 life and never really feeling like I gave it a good shot. I really tried for my dreams. And I feel like saying is one thing and actually doing is another. So it's all well and good me sitting here making this video talking about how I'm going to give it a good shot. But it's about reminding yourself on those days where you don't want to do it, where it's 10:48 in the evening, I've worked a whole day, I've tried to fit everything in my schedule, I'm tired, I don't want to record this video at all. But I keep making excuses, and excuses don't lead to any outcomes. So I sat down, opened the camera, even when I'm super uncomfortable, not in a flow state yet, just talking about ideas that aren't really properly mapped out in my head, but just something I think about. And I'm just yapping to the camera, making this video, actually trying. And I could be trying a lot more. I could be working a lot more harder. But it's all about taking those steps and rebuilding my discipline. Because I have been in a rut for a while. My last 2 videos have been on that. How I've had bad days and how I've not been as disciplined as I have been. But if I can make steps like this, where I take the uncomfortable leap and upload when I don't feel like it and record videos when I don't feel like it, I truly believe I'm becoming the kind of person that can really make this work and really chase his dreams. And yeah, that's what this video is really about, is don't let comfortability kill your drive and make you complacent as a person, and keep pushing yourself. Keep finding those extra 1-2% in the day. Remind yourself of your goals and your dreams, and don't let them die just because nothing really feels off and everything feels safe. Don't let your big dreams die. That's what I'd say. And that's all of this is a reminder to myself. And I make these videos for myself and my younger self, as if I was speaking to him and what kind of advice I'd give him. So that's what this was all about. So if you enjoyed, or if you found any value from this, just a guy talking to his camera, then I'd really appreciate a subscription and a like and a comment telling me about what you think on this topic. But thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.